Right. Problem with that? Yes. So yesterday we were talking about the course of organic reactions. In the course of organic reactions, suppose if I have CH3, CH2, CH2, Cl. If I am adding aqueous KOH, what can happen is, let me take this part as R. This R is bound to carbon, that is bound to two hydrogens, and a Cl. What is the shape of this molecule, sir?
Tetrahedral.
Tetrahedral.
It is tetrahedral. Now, I draw it again. C, H, Cl, R. When I have added OH minus, aqueous NaOH, it is called substrate. The NaOH which I added is called as NaOH is reagent. The reagent is actually offering OH minus. The OH minus, which has a
Sir,
minus charge.
I joined now, sir. What you told now?
What can I do, man? So we have seen in the last class about the course of reactions. Now let us take a molecule like this. The R is CH3CH2. What is the name of this compound?
Chloropropane.
Because I can also have two chloropropane.
Yes,
So if I take one chloropropane here, Cl is linked to a carbon that is linked to only one carbon. It is a primary alkyl halide. Notice in any compound, if Cl is linked to a carbon that is linked to two carbons, it is called a secondary alkyl.
Good morning, sir.
If the Cl is linked to a good morning, if the Cl is linked to a carbon that is linked to three carbons, it is called tertiary alkyl halide. Compounds where Cl is bonded to carbon chain are called alkyl halides. If the Cl is bonded to benzene directly, it is called aryl halide. If the Cl is bonded to a carbon that is having a double bond like this,
allyl
it is
halide.
called vinyl.
Yes.
And if the Cl is bonded to a carbon that is in turn bonded to C double bond C, is called allyl halide. Let us be familiar with these five names.
Yes.
First name is alkyl halide. Alkyl halide can be primary alkyl halide. It can be a secondary alkyl halide like this. It can be a tertiary alkyl halide like this. Or it can be a aryl halide like this. Or it can be vinyl halide, vinyl, chloride. It can be allyl halide. Finally, I can have
Sir, answer previously.
what is the name of this compound? It is called benzyl halide. Halogen is a general term used to represent F, Cl, B or I. If you are very particular, you can call it as benzyl chloride. So what is the name
Sir,
of this
once
compound?
you show previous slide, sir.
What is the name of this compound? benzyl.
Benzyl salt.
Notice here Cl is linked to a sp3 carbon. All these carbons are sp2. But Cl is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon. Here Cl is bonded to sp3 carbon. The Cl is bonded to a carbon which is bonded to only one carbon. Hence it is called primary alkyl halide.
Yes.
Again, here this carbon is sp3 hybridized. The Cl is bonded to a carbon bonded to two carbons, secondary alkyl halide. Again, this carbon to which Cl is bonded is sp3. The Cl is locked to a carbon that is having three carbon chains. It is called what? Tertiary alkyl. Can you see all this clearly?
Yes, sir, we can see, sir.
So this is called benzyl halide. Benzyl. Notice that this is Cl is directly linked to benzene. It is called aryl halide.
Yes.
And finally, this is the Cl is bonded to a sp3 carbon that is in turn bound to two sp2 carbons having a double bond. It is called allyl halide. When it is bound directly to sp2 carbon of CH2 double bond CH, it is called vinyl. So now we are familiar with these names. Vinyl halide, aryl halide, allyl halide, benzyl halide, tertiary alkyl halide, secondary alkyl halide, primary alkyl halide. If you want me to write vinyl halide, CH2 double bond CH, Cl. The Cl is directly bound to a carbon hand double bond. Aryl halide means the halogen is directly linked to carbon of benzene. Allyl halide means the halogen is locked to a sp3 carbon that is bound to sp2 carbons. Benzyl halide means tertiary alkyl halide means three alkyl groups. Secondary alkyl halide means primary alkyl halide means,
Three are along with.
and of course the simplest is methyl halide.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir? Are we familiar with them? Now my question is, if you want to remove the Cl, the Cl can go out as Cl minus. When the Cl is going out as Cl minus, the carbon gets plus charge. Whenever carbon is getting plus charge, it is called carbocation. Okay? So in the reaction of Rx with aqueous NaOH, usually the first step is formation of R plus and X minus. The second step is the R plus is attacked by Y minus. The Y minus can be OH minus. The X minus which is going can be Cl minus anyway. So the reaction has two steps. Step 1, step 2. Can we see it very clearly?
Yes, sir.
Study of all these steps in the course of a reaction is called
Reaction mechanism.
A knowledge of mechanism is very helpful to understand organic reactions. Now my problem is, if I have a primary alkyl halide like this, sometimes a strange thing happens that when the X is about to go, the Y is attacking. So before the complete departure of X, Y started attacking. In other words, as Y is attacking, X is leaving. As you are divorcing the existing wife, you are developing a relation with somebody else. As your relation with somebody becomes stronger, you will completely divorce the existing wife. That is one mode. So you have a stage where you are in contact with two persons. Here the bond is breaking, here bond is forming. When the reaction completes, the hydrogens remain intact, the Y completely comes, X completely goes. This type of reaction where you don't have two steps, there is only one process. As somebody is leaving, somebody is entering. That type of reaction is called SN2 reaction. Why it is called SN2 means?
Mandan sir.
It is yes, sir. It is called SN2 because in the reaction X minus is replaced by Y minus. It is substitution. Anybody who has a minus charge is called a nucleophile because minus fellow will attack the nucleus or positive sector. Substitution nucleophilic bimolecular. It is called bimolecular because the reaction proceeds through interaction of alkyl halide and Y minus, two fellows at a time. SN2 means substitution. Nucleophilic.
In SN2 direct product will do this.
Bimolecular. So this is the type of reaction. SN2. The speed of reaction, the concentration of alkyl halide, concentration of
chemical steps will be not there, no, sir.
What did you say?
Sir, in SN2 direct reaction with no, sir.
The reaction proceeds in only one step, one go. There are no two steps. The reactant alkyl halide is attacked by Y minus from opposite side as X is leaving. This is a very unstable high energy state called a transition state. Very quickly it will decompose to give Ry plus X minus. This reaction proceeds in only one step called concerted mechanism. This reaction is not involving any formation of carbocation. It never forms. We will not talk about SN2 reaction, but this is a type of reaction observed in simple alkyl halides like methyl chloride. Now, if I have a compound like this is called 2-chloropropane. When it reacts with aqueous NaOH, first the alkyl halide slowly break down to give CH3CH plus CH3 called isopropyl carbocation.
Isopropyl carbocation.
This step is slowest and most important called rate determining step, RDS. Once you get carbocation, very rapidly this carbocation, which is like this, can be attacked by OH minus from front side or from back side. From whatever the side it is possible, it will attack to give you a product called HCOH, CH3, CH3. That is 2-propanol. Are we very clear? So yes. The reaction of 2-chloropropane is a two-step process that involves the formation of carbocation. Formation of carbocation is the slowest and rate determining step. My problem is, if I have different fellows like methyl chloride, ethyl chloride, isopropyl chloride, tertiary butyl chloride, chlorobenzene, allyl chloride. I have all these fellows. In these fellows, auntie, boy, chutney, donkey, elephant, frog. Which fellow will readily react with OH minus to give ROH? In other words, which fellow can readily give R plus? In other words, which carbocation is most readily formed? That is the question.
Yes.
If I carefully see, if this is making a carbocation, this is CH3 plus.
Yes, D is the same.
The plus charge is there on carbon and nobody is minimizing the burden or positive charge. In a second case, the carbocation, in second case, the carbocation is like this.
Ethyl carbocation.
Notice all carbocations are sp2 hybridized, they are trigonal planar with a bond angle 120 degrees. If there is no possibility of getting 120 degrees, you will never get carbocation. For example, if you have a structure like this, here you will never get carbocation. Because at bridgehead position, getting 120 degrees angle for carbocation would be impossible, it will never form. You understand?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
So, carbocations never form at bridgehead positions. At some positions, carbocations never form. Never form. Never. Okay, you got a carbocation. I have in case 3, the carbocation is like this. I have in case 4, carbocation is like this.
Yes.
I have in the next case, carbocation is like this. In the next case, I have carbocation like this.
Yes.
In the next case, I have carbocation like this. Now, my problem is, whatever the carbocation readily forms, that reacts fastest. Now, which carbocation readily forms, I have to decide. I know a positive charge is a burden. This burden is minimized if somebody is supplying electrons by any mechanism. Here, hydrogens are not interested to supply electrons to carbon. They can't, they won't. But the methyl group ability to supply electrons through inductive effect. Whenever methyl group is linked to a carbon chain, through sigma bond, it can release electrons. This effect is called electron releasing inductive effect. Because of the plus I effect, the positive charge on carbocation is minimized. If burden is minimized, it is somewhat stable than methyl carbocation. Further, the hydrogens, if I draw like this, they
show hyperconjugation.
If I show the hydrogens like this, sometimes this hydrogen can do a great sacrifice, like this hydrogen can give its sigma electrons to the CC bond so that this positive charge on carbon will disappear. When this bonding electron is coming from this position to this position, the C double bond C forms, and who will get plus charge?
Sir, hydrogen will get plus charge.
Because it has sacrificed its electron, now the hydrogen will get plus charge. And here you get a, here the plus charge will disappear because you got a double bond. Like this sacrifice, this hydrogen can do, this hydrogen can do, this hydrogen can do. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So whenever a positively charged carbon is linked to a methyl group, all the 3 hydrogens can allow their sigma electrons to make a pi bond and they accept the positive charge. This phenomenon is called hyperconjugation. So how many hyperconjugation forms I can write for ethyl carbocation?
3.
3.
For the isopropyl carbocation, for this one,
Sir, 9.
there are 2 methyl groups. So the
Sir.
2 methyl groups can give 6 hyperconjugation forms,
16.
and also they have electron releasing inductive effect. Both these factors will minimize the positive charge, so it is more readily formed.
Yes.
Now, in the case of tertiary carbocation, there are 3 alpha carbons with 3 alpha hydrogens each. So it can have 9 hyperconjugation forms, and each fellow can also have electron releasing inductive effect. Due to this, tertiary carbocation is more stable, more readily formed than secondary carbocation, which is more stable, more readily formed than ethyl carbocation, which is more stable, more readily formed than methyl carbocation. Therefore, the order of reactivity is definitely in this. Tertiary alkyl halide is more reactive than secondary alkyl halide, which is more reactive than primary alkyl halide, which is more reactive than methyl. Surani, can we understand it clearly, sir?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Understood, sir.
Now we are going to next situation. When I am getting a carbocation like this carbocation plus charge is completely shifted to chutney carbon from anti-carbon due to the fact that double bond, single bond, positive charge. Positive charge, single bond, double bond. Whenever such situation is there, we say it is in conjugation. Whenever there is a conjugation, the pi electrons completely shift, giving rise to a second form like this. The shifting of pi electrons through conjugated system is called resonance. Due to resonance, the allyl carbocation is greatly stabilized. Can we see it, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, allyl resonance always dominates. Therefore, allyl carbocation is most stable. When I look at the phenyl carbocation, phenyl, positive charge immediately linked with the double bond. No. The sp2 hybridized carbon is more electronegative. It dislikes positive charge. Therefore, whenever the positively charged carbon is directly linked with the double bond, positive charge never forms, and it is not in conjugation. Phenyl carbocation never forms. There is a great difficulty for it to form. But if you look at double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond. It is in conjugation. Therefore, hardly 5 electrons go there. Somebody asked me, sir, how do we write these resonance canonical forms? Then this is my answer. Carefully observe. This is my explanation on this. Sir, if we have a benzyl carbocation, it is a hole. Positive charge means electron deficiency. If there is a hole here, when water is flowing, all the water will go into hole. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Therefore, here the pi electrons will flow and go like this. As a result, I get. Now, hole happened here. When this goes there, now you are getting a hole here. Again. Yes, sir? Again. So the positive charge is getting distributed into ring system through resonance. How many resonance canonical forms we wrote?
5.
5. Notice the 1 and 5 looks alike, but they are different. Though it has positive charge on carbon in both the cases, the position of double bonds is changing. Can you see that?
Yes, sir. You can see.
So therefore, I would say that there are 5 canonical forms positive charge is thoroughly getting distributed through resonance. Hence, the benzyl carbocation is readily formed. Therefore, benzyl chloride reacts much faster with NaOH to give benzyl alcohol. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Notice that this reaction between benzyl chloride and NaOH has two steps. In first step, you get a carbocation, which is slowest step, rate determining step. Once you get a carbocation, rapidly it is attacked by OH minus. That is not important. The two-step process, which involve first formation of a carbocation, is decided by the concentration of benzyl chloride. Because slowest step is formation of carbocation. The slowest step is always important. Why?
Sir,
Let's
because
look at this idea. Suppose I am taking all my JL 40 and 41 students to top of Everest. The entire group means all the 80 fellows. In the 80 fellows, some 79 fellows came to the top along with me in limited time. But one fellow is the slowest fellow. The total time taken for the group to reach the summit is decided by whom?
slowest group.
The slowest fellow. Unless the slowest fellow comes, I can't say my group reached. So the total speed of a reaction is decided by slowest step called rate determining step. Whatever that influences the rate determining step in the reaction of benzyl chloride to give benzyl alcohol is the formation of carbocation decided by only alkyl halide, not by OH minus. So the speed of a reaction depends only on alkyl halide or aryl halide, but not on OH minus. Hence it is called SN1 reaction. What is it called?
SN1.
SN1 means speed of the reaction depends only on one fellow. Speed of reaction depends on ease of formation of carbocation. This is a two-step process. In the two-step, first step is formation of carbocation. That carbocation is readily formed, which is most stable. Most stable carbocation is that which is stabilized by inductive effect or by hyperconjugation or by resonance. Whatever that gives resonance is most stabilized. Notice that if you are trying to look at this fellow, this is really benzyl carbocation stabilized by resonance. And now, this carbocation never forms. Why it never forms means plus charge is directly linked with the C double bond C. The sp2 carbons are more electronegative. They don't want to lose electrons. Suppose if I have a structure like this, chlorobenzene. Can this chlorine get out and give you the phenyl carbocation? Means no. Why no? The chlorine is an atom that has 3 lone pairs. Chlorine is having 3 lone pairs. Do you know chlorine has 3 lone pairs after making one bond?
Yes.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
if I carefully see lone pair, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond. This lone pair is in conjugation. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Whenever that is in conjugation, fellow who is in conjugation can flow into a system that generates a kind of double bond between Cl and benzene. Due to this type of resonance, the CCl bond gets a double bond nature. It would be very difficult to break it. So whenever the Cl is locked to a benzene or a double bond system, it gets a double bond nature. It never breaks easily. It can never give carbocation. It is very important. So the rule of the game is, if you want to carbocation to form, the X must be linked to a sp3 carbon. It should never be linked to sp2 carbon. Are we very clear? Of all the carbocations, most stable is finally this. Always the benzyl carbocation, this is a shortcut. Benzyl carbocation is stable than allyl carbocation, which is stable than tertiary butyl carbocation,
Yes.
stable than secondary carbocation, stable than
Benzyl is greater than, allyl is greater than.
that's all.
Methyl. Yes.
Benzyl, allyl, tertiary butyl, tertiary carbocation, secondary carbocation, primary carbocation, and methyl carbocation. So that's the concept. Let us see whether we can apply this concept into an actual question in IIT. Let us see the actual question. If we can answer one question today, that's an achievement. వచ్చేస్తుంది శ్రీ హైట్ తగ్గిపోయి ఇలా వంగుతున్నా కదా వంగుతుంది తగ్గిపోయి వచ్చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, yes sir. Look at this question. In this reaction, OH minus will get out, you get a carbocation. Now my question is, which OH minus can be replaced? If the carbocation is formed, then it can be attacked by Cl. This is a reaction where OH minus is replaced by Cl minus. OH minus is called a nucleophile. Cl minus is another nucleophile. It is called nucleophilic substitution. Okay, SN reaction. Now my question is, which OH groups are replaced? What could be the answer?
Fourth
Left
and
top and right
No,
bottom.
carefully look at that. This particular OH cannot be removed because that will be a carbocation forming on benzene, which is impossible. So it cannot be replaced because you can't get carbocation there. In this position, this is called benzylic position. Can you see this benzylic position?
yes,
Hello?
Yes, sir.
So here you can have a carbocation. It is also a benzylic position. Yes or no?
yes, sir.
Carbon bonded to benzene. So these two can be replaced, this cannot be replaced. What is the answer?
Option 3.
Option 3. Yes, sir.
If you know this concept, you got 4 marks. This is a typical IIT mains question asked on 26 February 2021 in the
Second shift.
second shift. Can we see it clearly?
Yes, sir. We can see, sir.
Okay, every paper will have one question on the concepts we have covered. You can check up yourself. For example, you can take this paper randomly. I don't know what is this paper. This is 24th February paper, right? Yes.
Yes.
Now again, this is the question. What happens when this compound reacts with the... Sir, in this reaction, let me erase whatever I wrote. Sir, whenever there is a double bond, as you know, the pi electron will go to somebody who has plus charge. Who has plus charge? H plus has plus charge. Do you know that? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We know, sir.
Now, there is an anti-carbon and bi-carbon. Anti and bi are linked by double bond. Now, the pi electrons will flow to somebody who is plus. Now, there are two options. Anti-carbon can take pi bond and H plus. When anti-carbon takes pi bond and H plus, bi-carbon gets plus charge. If bi-carbon takes pi bond and H plus, anti-carbon gets plus charge. Now you tell me who will get plus charge?
Or
Boy
boy carbon.
carbon.
Yes, sir.
Is this fellow getting plus
Marconi
charge? Or who is getting plus charge?
Sir, boy
One.
carbon.
Boy carbons.
So you are getting one, not right? Right?
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
are
sir.
getting one. When once you get one, quickly this carbon
Sir,
can be attacked by
why carbon, sir?
why carbon, sir?
Sir, because the carbocation, sorry, secondary carbocation is more
It
stable.
is a secondary carbocation. The terminal carbon, the carbon which is bonded to only one carbon, primary carbon, cannot take plus charge more easily. The carbon which is bound to two carbons like this can take plus charge more easily because the plus charge burden is minimized by neighboring methyl groups. Why they minimize means they have electron releasing inductive effect. They can offer hyperconjugation. Because of hyperconjugation, because of inductive effect of neighbors, the positive charge can come on bicarbon more readily and it cannot come on anti-carbon readily. Always secondary carbocation is stable than primary. Can we see it really? Hello?
Yes, we can
Yes,
see,
sir.
sir.
So you are getting one. When you get one, quickly this carbocation can be attacked by I minus to give product. The product is like one. Can you see here one? The two. The product is like two. Can you see two? Hello.
Yes, we can
Yes,
see
sir.
too.
Yes, sir.
But what happens is, I already said tertiary carbocation is more stable than
Secondary,
secondary carbocation. Secondary carbocation is more stable than
primary.
primary. Primary carbocation is more stable than methyl carbocation.
Yes, sir.
Here I got secondary carbocation. The secondary carbocation will look forward whether by any means it can become tertiary. Notice if the this is CH3, this is CH3, this is CH3, this is C, this is CH, this is CH3. Do we know up to this point, sir? Do we
Yes,
know?
sir. We know, sir.
Now in this secondary carbocation, if the methyl group shifts, the methyl group is shifting from this carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4. The carbon number 3 has two methyl groups, right? If one
Yes.
of the methyl group shifts to 2, urgently the positive charge will come onto third carbon. And that is a tertiary carbocation. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that's what happens. It is called shift of methyl group. When the methyl group shifts, then the third carbon gets plus charge. That is with I minus. So what is the product, sir?
Option 3.
Yes, sir. Option three.
What is the product?
Option 3.
The concept here, in the course of organic reactions, there will be breakage of bonds and formation of bonds. Whenever bonds are broken, you get some positive ions, some negative ions or free radicals. If you are getting a positive ion or a negative ion, that ion is readily formed where the charge is distributed. The charge is distributed either by inductive effects or by hyperconjugation or by resonance. Okay? Therefore, if I understand this, I can guess what could be the product. Look at this reaction. This is a reaction of compound with a double bond. Compounds with double bonds can break their pi bonds and can get added with few atoms. That reaction is called addition reaction. What is it called?
Sir, addition reaction. Addition reaction.
Hello? Chapan sir, I'm in a class. I'll pause the class and speak to you. Wait. Hello. So we were wondering that in the course of organic reaction, Shukur Irfan has raised the hand. I want to know why he has raised the hand. What can I do for him? The topic under discussion is in the course of organic reactions. In the course of organic reactions, bonds can break. When they are breaking bonds, the pi electrons can go equally onto two neighboring carbons, giving a free radicals like this. Or both the pi electrons can go to one side, giving a carbocation and a carbon anion. Also, you can have rupture of bonds in different ways. If you have CH3CH2Cl, if the Cl is taking both the electrons, eventually you get carbocation. If the Cl is taking only one electron, you get ethyl free radical. If the Cl is going as Cl plus, then you get CH3CH2 minus.
Carbanion.
In this case, you got Cl minus. In this case, you got Cl radical. In this case, you got Cl plus. The third case never happens because Cl is more electronegative. It always loves to take away electrons. First one is a frequent possibility. Second one can happen if there is a peroxide or UV light. The second type of breakage is called homolytic fission. The first type of breakage is called heterolytic fission. If the third variety happens, it is also heterolytic fission. In heterolytic fission, you get positively charged or negatively charged ions. In homolytic fission, always notice the ions are frequently formed, which are stabilized. Ions are stabilized only when the charge is distributed. The charge is distributed by certain mechanisms. Whenever there is a positive charge, it is minimized by electron releasing inductive groups. What are the electron releasing groups means? The following are electron releasing groups: methyl, ethyl. You can write it as CH3CH2. You can write it as Me. You can write it as Et. Propyl. You can call it as prop. If the propyl is linked through second carbon, it is called isopropyl. And this is called tertiary butyl. All these are electron releasing inductive effect groups. All electron releasing groups stabilize the carbocations. And now, please notice, these are all electron releasing groups through sigma bonds. They all increase the electron density. They make carbocation stable. However, the groups like NO2, CN, CHO, COOH, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, these are all electron withdrawing by minus I effect. Electron withdrawing groups destabilize the carbocation. Electron releasing groups stabilize the carbocation. Okay? I have a very important message that is about the acidic strength of acids and bases. Always in IITG, they ask one question. So this is a very important concept. You can see this question in any of the IITG papers conducted in last week. Monday, I will talk about that because time is over. Now I have to close. Okay? And